there, Gemini. It's Amanda here with your July 2017 RuneScope. This month, along with the runes, I will be using the Medieval Scapini deck by Luigi Scapini. Then after this reading, be sure to join me over on my Vimeo channel for part 2 of this reading. I will be pulling one card from the Ascended Masters Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue to get your spiritual guidance for the month of July. That's wisdom and guidance to help you deal with whatever energies may pop up here for July. You will also find your Mid-Year Check-In RuneScopes over there. There's one for each sign. It covers July through December of this year. So if you want to kind of see where you're going instead of this very short, compressed monthly reading, I do encourage you to check that out. You'll find the link to my Vimeo channel below in the details section. Just click or tap show more or the little arrow under the video if you're on a handheld device to open that section. You'll find the link there. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thanks so much for stopping by. If you find that my readings do resonate for you, please do click the subscribe button. That will save you having to search for me every month. My videos will go directly to your feed whenever I update them. So please do that. But let's jump in to July. July for Gemini. Let's see, which runes want to speak to gems? What's coming up for my gems? July 2017. There it is. As always, Gemini, please do keep in mind that these are general readings, so not all of these messages will be or apply before you or apply to you. Some are going to be for other Geminis that are watching, but you can watch the video for your rising sign as well. I do encourage people to do that because it can give you additional insight or clarify some things in this very general sun sign reading. If you would like a personal reading where, you know, we take out a lot of the guesswork here, in fact, all the guesswork, drop me a line at the email address here in the video. It's also below the video, again, in the details section. And we can set up a session for you on Skype. They are $70. Just let me know if you want to set that up. But let's see what's going on for Gemini. Challenger focus. That's where we always kind of start the game here. Got the Star card. So some of you may be finding it challenging to either heal or have faith or achieve something, particularly something to do with finances, career, or possessions. Because we've got, like, yeah, property. There's either a job that you want, like your dream job, because the Star's about wish fulfillment, right? It's the wish fulfillment of the major arcana. So there's some dream, some goal you're trying to attain, and particularly to do with money. Maybe some of you just want to be rich. I want to be loaded. Who doesn't? But it's coming up as a challenge in July for whatever reason. So, I mean, it may be, you know, sometimes we have months where it's just like, oh my God, I paid all my bills, and now, and you know, we just lay around thinking about, God, wouldn't it be nice to not have to worry about this? But some of you are trying to invest in a property, invest in some, you may be, I'm seeing someone at an auction. So you're purchasing property or, you know, a lot of items can be purchased at an auction. Jewelry, I'm seeing jewelry, clothing. Some of you may be investing in big ticket items and, or you're wanting to, and coming up with the investment capital, it may be what is the challenge of the month. Some of you are wanting to make money from a creative endeavor or a project that you've been working on, and maybe you thought it would have been completed by now, or you're just running into some obstacles with that. I feel like, though, for many of you, it's a situation where you have to spend money to make money. So an investment in something. And you're trying to get together the money in time so that you can do this. Some of you, it's for your dream home. Like you may see a house or see a property that you are really, really interested in, but it's just out of your price range. And, or it's more than you were wanting to spend. Some of you, it's like you're starting your own home business or like a dream job working from home that you're finding challenging to either find or get off the ground or get going. But these are really good runes, and the Star card is a really good card. So I mean, I'm not feeling like this is a horrible, horrible challenge for you, Gemini. And in fact, a lot of this may just be kind of like you're daydreaming about your dream house or your dream job or this career or this project. Or, you know, looking at an auction catalog or something and thinking someday I'm gonna go buy all those things, or I'm gonna have enough money to go purchase something like that. Because in the present, you've got 3 of Cups here in your present energy. So this would be end of June moving into July would be the present energy. So this is just summer fun, honestly, with the Sun rune here. And the 3 of Cups is about celebration, reunion, coming together to celebrate something. Maybe you and 2 other people, hanging out with your friends, hanging out with people that you really care for, you enjoy their company, and making plans to do some things in July. For some of you, maybe this is for those of you in the States, maybe it's for the July 4th. You're making plans of what you're gonna do. Maybe there's a festival or some, you know, a parade, or everybody's going out to check this out. You may be making plans with your family, your spouse and boyfriend, girlfriend, the kids, what have you. So, I mean, you're really in the present feeling pretty good. So again, I don't think the challenge this month is much of a challenge here, Gemini. I'm seeing you wanting to get out and about, or socializing and having a good time, celebrating, reuniting with some people, or maybe one person in particular, somebody you haven't seen in a while. Now, the help that's coming in for you, we've got 3 of Swords in reverse, and I do like seeing that in reverse, because the help would be with this, getting over a disappointment, getting over a heartbreak, avoiding a heartbreak. Maybe some of you were seeing someone and you could see it was not going the direction you wanted, or they weren't investing the time, or maybe you weren't feeling it or they weren't feeling it or whatever. So you just kind of put the kibosh on before anything bad happened. Before it went, before you got in too deep. Some of you are, you're healing, and that comes up with the Star too. You're getting over something, a hurt, a heartbreak, and it could be recent, it could be, years ago. It's people heal at different speeds. Some people get over things quickly, and other people, it takes longer. So, I mean, Deog is here indicating that this has been a process, or it's continuing to be a process, and it's just kind of a day-by-day situation where, you try just to keep focused on the day-to-day events and not maybe think about this. You're trying to put it out of your mind. And that's worked, because some of you are gonna wake up at one point in July, one morning in July, you're gonna wake up and just be like, oh, I'm over that person, or I'm over what they did to me, or I'm over that grudge or that resentment, or I just really don't care anymore. So, and even if it doesn't happen in July, your help is to know that that day will come, okay? And this doesn't have to be like a romantic relationship that broke up. This could be any kind of relationship with someone who broke your heart or disappointed you or hurt you in some way. And you are gonna move on from it. It may never be ideal. I mean, you may wish that it had never happened still, but, or ended the way it did, or what have you, but you're moving on, and you are gonna feel like in July, at least on some level, Gemini, that you are getting there. And some of you are going to feel like, I'm done. I'm over it. I'm so, you know, I never thought that I would wake up and feel over this person, or that I, you know, would be able to move on from this. But what must be accepted is kind of similar. We've got Knight of Swords in reverse. Again, a good card to have in reverse. So this is about no longer being worried or concerned about what someone's up to, or what they think, or what they're doing. Or so yeah, Esau's here. So this is someone you're separated from, you're divorced from, you haven't seen them in a while. And there may be something going on with this person, or you get news that they're suffering a disappointment, or that they have broken up with someone yet again, or that they have, there's been some sort of unexpected disruption in their life. Maybe they're getting a divorce, if, you know, someone else got I think it was Virgo, got a similar message. You know, if it's not you that's moving on from a divorce, this could be somebody that you broke up with ages ago, and now they're breaking up with whoever they left you for, or you know, there's some connection there. Or maybe it's just somebody that you cared about who got involved with somebody that you didn't particularly think was great for them, and now they're parting ways, and you're kind of like, oh good, I don't have to worry about them anymore, because I really thought that was a bad person, or I really thought that they shouldn't be with that person, or that person wasn't right for them, and I'm so glad I don't think about that anymore. And there's a lot of karma coming up here. Yara talks about justice, so it can be talking about legal balance and decisions and justice, but it can also be talking about karmic justice. And that's really what I'm feeling for most of you here, is that it's like somebody getting their comeuppance, or somebody realizing something, kind of waking up to a reality that you maybe saw all along, Gemini, maybe even advised or told them about, or talked to them about, but they just didn't want to be hearing it, or they didn't listen to you, or they had to learn it for themselves. And that's the case a lot of times. It's like, you know, if we don't go through the lesson ourselves, we don't learn it. So people can be really bad about taking advice, because that's how I told you so comes about, right? It's like, see, I told you, yeah, but I had to go through it myself. That's what the energy I'm getting here with this. So you know, somebody may be telling you that, you know, I'm sorry I didn't listen to you. I'm sorry I didn't take your advice. It was really good advice. I should have listened to you, but you know, I didn't know how to say no to this. And I don't feel like you are going, some of you may still be angry with this person, but it depends on how, you know, if they apologize. Or what the circumstances were, because that will vary from Gemini to Gemini. But yeah, there's a lot of luck around timing, karmic justice, and reward for efforts expended in whatever way that's working out for you. So going back to your challenge here, whatever efforts you're putting in to achieve this capital, or get this money together to invest, or you know, figure out if you can purchase this property, whatever efforts you're putting in, you may find that luck just finds you, because you've got Thor's rune here, Gemini, which is an excellent rune to get. It means you're going to be protected on your path, and whatever you're supposed to have, wherever you're supposed to go, who you're supposed to be with, that will be protected in July. And I think you're going to get very significant messages or hints about what's coming with that, okay? It's a very karmic month for you, and I mean that in a good way. Whatever is supposed to be will be, and if it doesn't happen in July, you're going to be on the road, right? And you're going to know you're on the road. You're going to know you're moving towards this goal. You're moving closer to fulfillment, or achieving this. Some of you, your challenge is has to do, yeah, with some sort of offer coming in. So it could be a job offer. It could be an offer of a settlement, since we have Yara here. And some of you may be kind of like, if it were just a little bit more, I could buy that dream home, or I could buy that stuff at auction that I want, or so you may be wondering, should I settle or should I go all the way if this is a court case or something that you are. Some of you are wondering if you should accept an offer on your home. You're selling your home and you're wondering if you can get more out of it. So again, I don't feel like it's a very challenging month. This challenge seems pretty easy to me, Gemini. It's just a matter of figuring out, you know, which way you want to go. And the star card is saying trust your intuition. Maybe that's the challenge for some of you, because air signs, you're in your head. It can be more difficult to just kind of go the way you're feeling, because sometimes the way you're feeling to go doesn't seem logical to you. And for something to not seem logical to an air sign is like, just, it's the end of the world, right? So it's like you can get into these wars between your head and your heart here, Gemini, but all indications are saying, you know, you're gonna get, I think you're gonna get the signs that they know you need. And by they, I mean spirit. And they know that you need cold hard facts and logic. So I think if that's what you need, Gemini, in order to feel safe enough to take this step, you will get that. Because again, you've got this spiritual protection and luck around you. The way the month is gonna end, we've got the Knight of Cups. So, Knight of Cups is, if it's a person in your life, it's a water sign, usually Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Does not have to be male, could be a female just as easily in these general readings. But this is someone offering something to you, usually of an emotional nature, an apology, love. This could, for some of you, this is somebody you're reuniting with, or who wants to talk to you, wants to kind of maybe get back together with you. And it doesn't have to be romantic, although it could be. It could be a former romantic partner, a former spouse, but it could be anybody that you cared about, who cared about you, family member, friend, child. This could just be somebody, you know, like your child telling you they care about you, or getting you a present, or offering you a gift, or buying you a house. I don't know. There's so much around property and family stuff here, Gemini. But could also be, yeah, I feel like maybe an apology for past behavior, not taking your advice. It could be like we were talking about, this person who didn't listen to you and now saying, oh, I'm sorry, I should have listened to you. This has been a long time in coming. I feel like for many of you, this is somebody you've been waiting on to get to see the light, waiting on them to get it, to come to the same conclusion you came to months ago or years ago, or however long it's been. You've been waiting for them to see the light. And you know, come back and say that they see the light, or say that they're sorry, or so there's something happening here, Gemini, that because again, Iwas is also a very protective rune, and it means like whatever you've been waiting on, it will come to pass. If it doesn't come in July, by the end of July, I feel like it's coming this summer, because with the Three of Cups next to the Sun rune, in my mind, it would be before September 21st that you hear from this person, or that you get this confirmation that they heard you, understood you, now they get it, even if they didn't before, or if they didn't listen to you before. And I don't feel like this is like coming from the ego, that you just want to be told you're right, Gemini. I feel like you really care about this person. You've been worried, because again, this is in reverse now. In the upright, that means that you've been losing sleep. You've been, you know, thinking maybe about this person, wondering what they're doing and if they're okay before you fall asleep. I feel like for many of you, this is a child, or a younger sibling, or someone that you have a strong connection to. You really care about this person. And you've just been concerned about some of the choices they made, maybe specifically in relationships, or one particular relationship. And I feel like somebody's getting it in July, seeing the truth, seeing the light. And I think they're going to be telling you that you were right here, Gemini. Some of you could, if you're single, this could be a new love, a new person coming into your life. And with I was here, I think you're gonna know kind of instantly, I think this is the one I've been waiting on. And yeah, he could be asking you out on a date. He could be just sending you very romantic texts or emails or Facebook messages. You know, something like that. But very romantic, this guy. Really kind of trying to woo you. Guy or girl. Again, it could be a female as well. But if it's a female, she would be very flowery in the way she talks and the way that she expresses herself, particularly in writing or in like messages. It would be very like a lot of detail and very kind of just, I'm just kind of hearing this very soft, kind of flowing, da-da-da-da-da, musical voice, very feminine individual. But the man is just going to be very romantic, very kind of traditionally romantic in the way that he expresses himself. So, and for some of you, this is somebody you've already been involved with before coming back with that 3 of Cups. This could also be, though, a reunion from a past life. So it could just be like, oh, you seem so familiar, even though I know I haven't met you. And you know right away that that's going to be kind of a biggie, right? That's going to be a biggie relationship if you're feeling that right away. So a couple of different ways that could work out here, Gemini. This person could be different. It's going to be, he, she is going to be different, a different person for all of you. But that's what I see for July. It looks like a pretty good month here, Gemini. Just remember to listen to what your heart's saying. Your head may be saying, no, 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 that's too big of a risk. Or, oh, no, 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 that'll never happen. Tune that out. Turn that down. Turn that volume down. But join me over on Vimeo now. I am going to shuffle the Ascended Masters Oracle. We will see what I want to find out more about this situation, the karmic situation, and also see if we can get some more advice about your challenge, even though it looks like you're gonna have it covered. But I will see you over there. Have a great month, and I'll see you back here next month.